Hello, and welcome to Candlelight Chats with Sinister Skater. You guys may have noticed these last couple of days I haven't uploaded, and that is because we had a major storm in my area that we're going to be talking about. I got some pictures to show you in this video as well, but this thing hit and we lost power Monday around noon. It was like about 1:30, I think, when the power went out. Power was gone all day Tuesday, and it got restored earlier today, which is Wednesday. So 3 days without power, just about 48 hours straight without power. And I gotta say, it wasn't fun and it ruined a lot of things. I'm going to be complaining a lot of first world problems. I know this isn't like the worst thing that happened in the world, but it was very inconvenient. I still got to get to throwing away all the food that's in my fridge and freezer because that's all gone bad. And yeah, let's jump into it. We got a little vlog style video for you. I actually wanted to do this video like actually vlog style while holding this camera, but my camera is way too heavy to be holding for I don't know how long. So I decided to throw it up on a tripod. And the reason we're doing the candle thing, because I never shot this camera in like true low light. It's like a cinema camera I got right here. So I wanted to test out the candlelight possibilities. I mean, I still have light. I mean, you can see my monitor right there. That actually looks pretty freaking good for just a monitor light. Got the freaking light that I was set. Oh, good God, that's bright. I had the light I was lighting me up with earlier, but I decided to get rid of that. So back to the candlelight. Let's get into the little story time. So Monday, literally out of nowhere. I live in the Midwest of the U.S. And I guess the term they call it is Derecho. And what a derecho is a fast-moving storm system with some rain, thunderstorms, all that. But the big thing is that it moves really fast, like hurricane speed winds, without there actually being like a whole hurricane. Like we've had wind speeds clock well over 100 miles, like 130 miles an hour. It was like tornado-esque wind speeds that were very damaging, which is why a lot of people lost power. And this thing came out of nowhere. It was like a 30% chance of thunderstorms, I think, that were predicted for the day. I had friends in like a city that's about an hour away from me. They kind of gave me a heads up of what was coming. They got hit around 12:30, and I didn't think the thing was going to come that fast. The sky started to get dark within like 15 minutes. It went from looking like straight up blue skies to pitch black, kind of like how it looks like right now. I mean, you still have some daylight coming in, but it looked like it was nighttime outside. And shortly after that, you saw the rain come in, and like within 30 seconds, the wind was just blowing the rain sideways. I've never seen wind pick up that fast. The power went out while I was on my lunch break making lunch, making sandwich, had some things in the oven, and the power just went out. So after I ate my lunch, which was not enjoyable again, I had to get back to the office for work, and I thought I found a low point in the storm where it wasn't blowing as much, and I drove back to work. It only takes me like 5 minutes to get back to work, so it wasn't that far. But it was blowing like crazy outside. I almost blew over when I stepped out my door. When I was driving to work, there was like leaves flying in the air. It looked like a tornado was happening. There was this trash cans blowing over and stuff. It was crazy. And as soon as I got to work, I was pulling by, I saw the parking lot lights go off, and then as soon as I pulled in my parking lot, I saw the lights inside the office go off, and then work lost power. So I went down to my office down there, and like it was pitch dark. It looked like a horror movie. We had like the flash floodlights that still had battery on, like sirens going off, like beeping. What was the movie? Not Paranormal. The Purge. It kind of felt Purge-like. It was like really eerie. And then around 3 o'clock is when the storm ended and you could go out and see all the damage. I'll start throwing some images up on the screen so you're not just looking at my face this whole time. But over the Monday night through Tuesday and Wednesday is when these images were taken. I guess what I'm showing you right now. I mean, we were seeing power lines just toppled over, trees toppled over, huge trees toppled over. We had one fall over on an apartment right over there. I don't know what they're called. I don't care enough to look. But like the window decoration things on the side, they kind of look like fake shutters. Those are getting like torn off sides of apartments. I saw like gutters and like the inner woodworking of like the porches being like all freaking toppled over and stuff. Again, huge. I saw a tree at a park earlier today. Like, I don't know, like 6 feet in diameter maybe. The thing just freaking snapped in half and toppled over. We're seeing like super duper tall skinny trees toppled over. You'll see all the photos on the thing right now. It was like the damage was insane. Trees blocking roads, trees falling on houses. Again, all the power lines being like freaking snapped in half and were toppled over from trees. I think my electric company said 275,000 homes, not even people, homes were without power at the peak, and they're still working on restoring power. I got mine back on, again, this happened Monday afternoon. I got it back Wednesday afternoon, and there's estimates that people won't get their power back until Saturday, maybe. So there's a lot of stuff to be done. They've been bringing in people from all around the country, East Coast, in the out towards the West. Neighboring states have been coming in to help restore power. That people working 24-hour shifts. And on top of that, I think 2 phone towers at least were knocked over. I know U.S. Cellular, I think, went completely down. I have AT&T, and apparently one of theirs towers went down, which affected my phone connection, which we'll get into in a little bit. This is taking much longer to go over than I thought. I thought it would be like a 5-minute video. But yeah, lots of damage done. I saw like a lot of people in my apartment complex just out in their cars like right after the storm, like 5 o'clock-ish. Or actually, no, it's about 7 o'clock-ish, because that's when I went out to get food, which we're going to get into, and they were out just charging their car. Speaking of food, before I tangent off into something else, when I went to go get food, no one had power, no one could cook food, and not every restaurant had power, so there were select restaurants that were open to do like drive-through, because a lot of them are still somewhat closed because of the whole COVID thing that's still happening right now. Curious to see if the COVID will spike after the whole events that happened this week as well. But yeah, so select restaurants were open for their drive-through. There were long lines at every restaurant. I was driving around looking to find a short line. I found a McDonald's a bit down the road, and I was waiting there for 15-ish minutes before they came out and said that they ran out of food for the night. So all the cars scurried off to go to the next place, and I went to an Arby's that was a little bit further down the road, and I was sitting there for exactly 45 minutes. I timed it. It took 45 minutes for me to get my food from the drive. Thankfully, they didn't run out of food. It tasted like gourmet Arby's after that, but it took forever to get food, and it was crazy. And this carried on into Tuesday. I still had to go out and buy food, which was really expensive. I'm probably going to have to buy food throughout like the rest of this week, because even the grocery stores, I don't know if some of them lost power, but I know they're going to be like out of stock and super busy and stuff. And I don't want to go when they're super busy, because I'm not trying to get the COVID-19. But yeah, it was just during that first night, I'm like, all right, we don't got no power. I can't play Call of Duty and grind and be on schedule like I was planning to do with all my videos and content I had going up. I was planning on working on my music video. That's now getting delayed, and I'm like, gotta work super hard to get caught up on all my stuff now. I've missed the freaking Gold Tracer pack from Mace that I think they released earlier today for Call of Duty that I wanted to make a video on, because I was thinking about actually buying that, but I don't know about that now. But yeah, that Monday night, I'm like, all right, I can't do any of that stuff. I'll just go out and play some Pokemon Go. Maybe grind for Shiny Deoxys, because I don't have that. But literally, as soon as I stepped out of my apartment, my phone somewhat worked in my apartment. When I stepped out, connection was just spotty everywhere. I couldn't call people. Some texts were going through here and there. Internet just didn't work. Just notice I keep leaning back. Like I had this lens all the way opened up. It's like super fast. Such a shallow focus distance. But yeah, I'll try to keep my head here. Hopefully it's not bothering any of you guys. But yeah, I don't know. I guess this is going on for way too long. So last thing I gotta say is I gotta throw all my freaking food out of the fridge now. Thankfully, I hate grocery shopping, so I try to like buy a month's worth of groceries at a time, and then I'll go out and get like the fresh stuff as needed, just so I can like be in and out real quick. So luckily I was already on like my last, I don't even know if I could get a full week out of the food I had, but I didn't have much stuff in my fridge, so I didn't lose that much. I have like a pizza and a couple chicken breasts and stuff in my freezer I'm gonna have to throw away, a lot of condiments and eggs and other stuff in my fridge. Not too much stuff, so I'm not like losing a lot of money, but it does suck that I have to throw all that out and now go shopping again, which I absolutely hate. On top of all that too, like the whole COVID situation with everyone losing their jobs and not having much money, especially if someone just went out shopping last week that's on the struggle bus and then their power goes out, and it could still be out right now. Thankfully I have mine back, but theirs could still be out till Saturday, and they lost all their food and they have to go buy that again. That could hurt people. So I feel for people that like are going through that and stuff. So it's some pretty big stuff that has happened. So I thought I'd share my story with you guys. I don't know if a lot of people are talking about it or if it's like reaching worldwide news or not, but it could have a effect on at least the U.S. economy in the near future. One other thing I forgot to mention is a lot of like farmers' crops and stuff got absolutely flatlined from the wind, and like some of their silos or whatnot were. I saw this one. I don't know if maybe I'll put a link in the description. I don't think I'm gonna put a video clip because I don't want copyright over. But I saw like the whole silo got blown off in like a rural farm area, and they lost all their crops and blew into like another farm like a couple acres away, which is insane. So like when it comes to food, like it's not an immediate threat, but come this fall, there may be like when it's time to harvest corn and all that, there may be a short supply. Prices may go up. So yeah, man, didn't have this on my 2020 freaking doomsday calendar. 2020 is literally the worst year ever. I don't want to say I can't wait, but curious to see what comes next. Let me know what you guys what do you got? What do you got planned for next month? What's going to be the big thing? I mean, this month we already had so much political stuff. Lebanon port blowing up, the freaking Midwest doomsday storm. But what else could come? There's still it's literally a week and a half in August. What else do you guys think is going to happen this month? Let me know down below in the comments. But that's going to be it. I'm not going to waste any of your time. My name's Sinister Skater. Thanks for watching. If you guys did enjoy, hit that like button. Consider subscribing because we're always uploading Call of Duty content on this channel if you like that stuff. If you like vlogs and stuff like this, maybe I could do more of them. I don't know. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.